I'm Cynthia Kahn, founder of Amused Now, and I'm here today with Jonathan Holbrook and Dave Shecter from the upcoming web series Still. Hey guys, how are you doing today?
Doing good.
Great, thank you.
So, I watched all of the previews and episode 1, and I'm going to read this. It says, something has happened to the magnetic waves emitted from the Earth's radiology belt that has caused strange sounds in the sky, tingling fingers, and dolphins and whales to become beached. So tell me, is this a zombie story, global warming story? Give us the back scoop.
Well, it's definitely not zombies. We do when we try to pitch the idea to people. We usually say it's a cross between Walking Dead and The Body Snatchers. It's a science fiction thriller, and but it's we. I guess you could say that we have the new zombie, but they don't eat people or anything like that. It's not a lot of gore, but it definitely has creep factor. A lot of the ideas that we have from the sounds in the sky, it actually happened several years ago all around the world, and it was caused by electromagnetic storms, and that's what caused those strange noises. If you go to YouTube, you can type in strange sounds in the sky, and you'll see all these iPhone witnesses and everything, and it's pretty interesting. Several years ago, also there were birds that fell from the sky, and it was caused by electromagnetic storms and stuff like that, or beached whales and whatnot. And so my wheels started turning when I saw this, and for about 2 or 3 years I just stewed on the idea, and finally thought, okay, I think it's time to make something.
It's interesting because that you mentioned go out to YouTube and listen to the sounds in the sky, because I actually looked up on Google about the Earth's radiology belt, because I'm like, what is that?
Yeah.
So it exists. It's real.
Yeah, but in still there's something inside those sounds. So we can't really say exactly what it is. You could probably figure it out if you do a little bit of research on our site or on our Facebook page, but we don't really want to throw out the cause of what's going on. So
No,
that's
no,
kind of
no.
the twist.
Okay.
I can tell you there is something foreign,
Okay.
alien, I guess you can say.
How did you raise money for the project? Because the production is really excellent and professional. It doesn't look like you did it on Google Hangouts or something.
No. Actually, it has not really cost us much money at all. During the day, I have a production studio, and so my bread and butter is doing corporate videos and commercials and stuff like that. And so, but I already have all the equipment. I do all the editing and everything. So, and everybody's volunteer. So everybody who's on board understands that in order to do something, like this, to make it succeed, we kind of have to crawl before we walk. So everybody's volunteer. The only thing we really pay for is the makeup supplies for the infected, and food for the actors and crew.
So are you filming it in Washington State then, near where you live?
Yeah. We're just outside of Seattle, in the Snohomish County area. We're filming in Lake Stevens, Arlington, the Everett area. So in episode 1, we actually shut down a street in Everett, Washington.
So Dave, are you a professional actor, or are you moonlighting as an actor?
No, I have a real job. I work 9 to 5, and I do this as a hobby. And hopefully it'll go farther than that in the near future. It's an exciting business, and I enjoy it. So we're having a good time doing it.
I bet.
I did about 6 indie films last year, and they were all pretty good, but this one has really grabbed me. The effects, everything he's doing is just amazing. That's why I enjoyed being a part of it.
So Jonathan, tell us your backstory. You say you do corporate videos. Is filmmaking your career? Is that what you've been doing for most?
Yeah, I started my business in the year 2000, and I was a FedEx driver for a while for the real bread and butter until I landed a couple of international clients, and then I got my first office in 2003, and then we've just been rocking and rolling since. So, yeah.
Well, I looked at your bio and I see that you have done other film projects. So
Mhm.
you want to tell us a little bit about your history with filmmaking?
Well, in the beginning I learned analog, on the 3/4 inch tape and the 1/2 inch tape and everything, and I did go to do some film school, and before I started my business, went to the University of Washington Film Extension Program just to learn the technical aspects of everything.
So, where can we see some of your already released short films?
You can see some of the stuff on most of the stuff on YouTube and Vimeo.
Jonathan Holbrook or still?
It's Chronicle Factory.
Okay, because that's not listed. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah. Well, Chronicle Factory and on the Tall Taurus Media site.
I see that you do have a Facebook page for Still. How do you use social media to promote the project and engage new fans?
It's funny, but when you're producing something like this, it's usually 20% production and then 80% marketing. So I spend a part of the day just updating all the social media and stuff. We do the Twitter, we do the Google Plus, we're doing Facebook. The Facebook is the really fun one because we get to put a lot of content on it and everything, and there's a lot of followers. So we actually Saturday we gained almost 100 followers. Just over
On
the week.
Facebook?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. It's hard to get people that you don't know on Facebook. It's not like other social medias because you can't just follow them and have them
Yeah.
return the favor. So
Well,
that's
you also have to pay for promotions too. Sometimes if I have a few extra dollars in the pocket, I'll push that promote button, and so
oh,
we do some Facebook ads once in a while. But yeah, a lot of it's word of mouth, and usually it's through the actors too. All the actors, they have their Facebook pages and they share everything that's on Still, because they want to show everybody what they're doing, and they ask people to follow, and that's what you have to rely on when you're doing something like this is the crew and talent. It's like a team effort.
that's great. That's really great that everybody's supporting each other.
Yeah, well, we're like a family too.
Oh, yeah.
We all literally love each other. It's great.
I know I send clips to everyone I know, and they all want to get more and more. So, and I know Jonathan spends all of his waking time promoting. Constantly, he's up all night long.
Yeah.
Last night I went to work at 3:30 in the morning, and he was just coming home. So
Yeah.
He does all.
Yeah, I released the second trailer last night around 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. So.
Well, yeah, the production quality is really good, so I can tell you're a perfectionist when it comes to
Thank
production, for sure.
Thanks.
Well, since Amused Now is about artists helping artists, why don't you tell the budding filmmaking professionals in the audience a little bit of your tips and techniques so that they can jumpstart their careers?
Well, the first thing you need to do, I guess you could say that if you go to film school, it's great or go to some kind of schooling where you can just learn the technical aspects, but like production design, which is what at the extension program we learned production design, production management, and it was all about networking. And but when you're, I guess you can say that you can't really teach creativity. That's gonna kind of be inside that person. But it's real important. And if you feel like that you're creative, but you feel like that you need to go a little further, it's probably the technical side of it.
I think with filmmaking, a little bit of formal education would go a long way. I don't know how you could do all the different aspects without having any training.
Yeah.
I try with the Amused Now interviews, and I know that it's not easy.
Yeah, yeah. And usually a lot of the filmmakers just learn as you go, you know.
Right.
It's just like doing interviews, you know. You have to, you know, learn as you go and say, okay, should I say that right question? Should I, you know.
Well, definitely. I see that you're on track to release in October, and the Amused Now e-commerce site should hopefully be available by then, and I hope that you'll consider adding us to your video distribution channel so you can recoup some of your investment.
No, that sounds good.
Definitely.
Money is good.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what we need. Yeah, another thing too is that we're going to be starting our Kickstarter campaign in the next couple of weeks too. And we actually have a couple of stars that want to come on board. Joe Porter, who is also one of the actors, the leads on Still, he used to be the stuntman for Mel Gibson back in Lethal Weapon, in the Lethal Weapon days. And he knows a lot of people in Hollywood, and so he's talking to a few other people and stuff too. So that's pretty exciting. But the other actor, I can't really say his name yet because I didn't get permission to say his name yet. But he is a horror icon. I can say that.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, I could make guesses, but I'm not going to make you go through all that.
yeah.
Well, I'm glad that everything's taking off and the buzz is well deserved, and I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for being with us tonight.
Thanks a bunch.
Thank you, Cynthia.
Hi, I'm Cynthia Kahn, founder of Amused Now. This featured artist presentation has been brought to you by Amused Now Entertainment, a website that enables artists to profit from their creativity. To learn more about Amused Now, visit us at www.amusednow.com or email me at ckahn@amusenow.com.